Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. So I was just watching a YouTube video and something kind of came out of left field. So I think a lot of you are doing better. I think my videos have helped a lot of you, and watching other YouTube videos on this subject has helped as well. And I realized there's something that I did that I don't think I really told you guys. I might have threw it out there, but didn't really break it down. It's something that I realized and began doing once I understood what narcissists were and what narcissist abuse was. And this one shift, this one, I don't know what to call it, this one thing that I did, it's what allowed the happiness to come back. So, alright, so the realization that I had first was that, narcissists don't change. Period. End of sentence. They do not change. So once you realize someone is a narcissist, or they're being rude, disrespectful, mean, see, here's one, an overarching, I don't know if I would call this a belief, but it's an overarching, I'm going to call it a belief for now, I'm not sure what to call it, but an overarching belief where it's not, okay, you don't need to know if they're a narcissist or not. A lot of people they're so worried about, well, how do I know for sure? You don't need to know. Are they rude? Are they disrespectful? Are they mean to you? Do they set you up? Do they play mind games? Do they gaslight you? Fine. Even if they're not a narcissist, cut those people out of your life, period, end of sentence. Because people don't change. It is really hard to change, number one. Number two, you have to really, really want to. Number three, it takes a long time. So once somebody reveals who they are, that's it. Believe them. Be like, oh, they're rude, they're disrespectful, they're mean, they gaslight, they breadcrumb, they play games, whatever it is. And it's like, you're like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't accept that in my life. So you're done with them. It's over. It really is that clean and that simple. Now, what you guys have done is the same thing that I've done, is you think, as an empath, think, well, I'll just be nice to them, and eventually they'll be nice back to me. Eventually they're going to realize, like, no, I'm actually nice to you. I'm on your side. I'm your friend. No. That's not the way it works with a narcissist. Their brain does not function like a normal human being. They are predators, and I mean that in the sense of going to, I don't know, the wild jungle like Africa, or let's just pick Africa. You're out there with these powerful beasts, these lions and tigers and hyenas, and there's another animal I'm thinking of, but these are predators. Their brain is hardwired to hunt, to chase down, to investigate, to kill. This is what they do. They destroy. See, if you do a basic study of lions, mountain lions, tigers, black panthers, they stalk their prey. They study their prey before they attack. Just like, that's right, just like a narcissist. If you study the way prey animals do what they do, the strategies they use, you're going to be like, wait a minute, that's exactly what he did. Like, yeah, that's exactly what narcissists do, because they're using their lower brain. The lower brain is the same brain that a lion, a panther, a tiger are using. It's called the predator brain for a reason. It hunts its prey. It stalks its prey. It's kill or be killed. That's it. Period. I'm hungry. I'm going to kill you. I will destroy you. That's what you're dealing with. A lot of you think like, well, no, I'll negotiate with them. I'll reason with them. That is like it's like literally, really, you're going to walk out on the Sahara Desert, or not the Sahara Desert, I can't remember the name of it, not the tundra, but the wherever the lions are in Africa. So you're going to walk out there at 100 degrees temperature. You're going to walk up to a wild lion that weighs over 500 pounds that hasn't eaten for 2 days. And you're going to reason with this thing? Are you freaking high? They don't reason. They literally see you as food. That's it. If you're going to try to reason with a narcissist, they're literally looking at you. And I've actually had people tell me, like, yeah, I tried to reason with him, but he just got this, like, I go, confused look on his face. And she's like, yeah, how'd you know? Because to a predator, it's really weird when its food starts to talk to it. I mean, imagine going to McDonald's and your hamburger started to talk to you. It's weird. There is no reasoning with these people. They are not human. Their brains are not wired like you. That is the number one thing you have to get through your head. You must understand this now. I know. I used to think I would just be nice to them, do nice things for them, help them, and eventually they were going to be nice. No, that's not the way they work. In actuality, when you start doing things for them and work to earn their favor, they're looking at you like, oh, finally, they're beneath me. They know their place. That's the way they view that. And from that point forward, they will treat you like absolute, complete, total crap and shit. And they will dump on you and they will just ruin you. They have no respect for you. So number one, there is no reasoning. That is an insane thought when dealing with these creatures, these predators. Number two, you do not have to identify them. You do not have to get your doctorate degree to perfectly analyze and label someone as a narcissist. That who cares about that? All you need to know is, oh, this person's rude, this person's disrespectful, this person looks down on me, this person's belittling me, this person's devaluing me. I'm gonna cuss, I don't care. Fuck them. Done. So you have to become savage. This is reality. It's not like, well, it's either savage, Mike, or not. No, it's both. I'll explain that in a minute, but I got to explain this piece first. So here's the second part. Narcissists run in packs. They always have, they always will, they always do, especially covert narcissists. These people rely on each other. These people will help each other out. It's exactly like wild hyenas or lions or panthers. Well, maybe not panthers. But lions will go out in packs. They will go out in 3, 4, and 5. They will go out in groups to hunt. And so do hyenas. So what I'm talking about is when you deal with their flying monkeys. Now here is the secret of all secrets, the key to all keys that finally released me from this entire game. See, the flying monkeys are going to come around once you stop talking to the narcissist. So they're going to be like, hey, why did you do this to them? They're so nice. They're such a good person. And then they're going to do like a mini love bomb, where they're nice to you for the first 3 minutes to 5 minutes, and you're going to think, well, they were really mean to me, and they hurt me, and whatever, and then they're going to turn on, oh no, it wasn't them, it was you. They're going to reverse blame. They're going to do all the narcissistic techniques that the narcissist did to you. They're going to blame you. They're going to shame you. They're going to try to beat you down. They're going to try to make you feel guilty and shameful, like, no, it's not them, it's you. Now this time around, I was really fast. I said, oh, is that how you feel? Like, well, how I feel, that's the way it is. Like, oh, fine. Well, then you don't need to call me ever again. Bye. I literally said that to this person. And then, of course, they emailed me a guilt trip. Oh, you're just being selfish, and you're just being... And I emailed them back, said, oh, thank you for sharing. I'm really glad that you shared that with me. Now I'm going to block you on my email too. Bye. And I blocked them. I blocked them everywhere. Flying monkeys are narcissists, period. It's the same thing. You're going to sit there and try to reason with the enemy? You're trying to reason with a wild 500-pound lion? Are you insane? Just because this flying monkey is a lower level monkey or narcissist, it doesn't mean that you can reason with them. Don't you remember how everyone laughed at you, everyone belittled you, it was all of them. They're not just going to magically change. Well, of course, they're going to call you and act like they're right. Hey, what's going on? I heard you guys had a breakup. I heard, you're not talking anymore. I heard that. Dude, it's a mini love bomb. It's a love bombing phase. It may only last 5 to 7 minutes or even 15 minutes, but they're going to flip it on you because they're trying to gain rapport with you. And here's what they're really trying to do. They're trying to get you to open their heart to them, and then boom, stab. They're going to stab you. That's how they do it. They're going to stab you right in the heart, and it's going to hurt. And then you're going to try to get them to be nice to you, and you're going to, oh, well, you don't know. You're going to try to explain yourself. You're going to try to bullshit. You're going to hang up, and you're going to block them immediately with no explanation. You're not even going to tell them that you're going to hang up. You're not even going to tell them that you're going to block them. You just do it. These are lower level creatures. There is no communicating, discussing, or reasoning with any of them. Once I realized, it was like, oh, I get it. They're all in on it. That's when I started to feel good. That's when I got rid of everyone. That's when I blocked all of them. And that's when I finally found my happiness. You have to become cold and savage. Period. End of sentence. When this person contacted me, they acted nice, they did love bombing, and then they started, doing the blame show. Oh, no, it's you, and the devaluing and all the, how could you do this? And I was like, oh, is that how you feel? Oh, okay, well, I gotta go. Bye. They're not being reasonable. They don't actually want to hear my side of the story. I get it. This is just a little, you're trying to sucker me in once again. And they always will. It does not change with any of the flying monkeys. See, when I cut this person off in that first conversation, like it was within minutes. I mean, 5 minutes max, maybe 7. I was like, oh, I get it. They're just trying to get me to open up to stab me in the heart. Nope, fuck that. I'm gone. Bye. They're not human. They are not normal. Their brains are wired differently. So your cutoff game has to be cold. It's got to be quick. It's got to be surgical. The split moment you realize this person is a narcissist, a flying monkey narcissist, you're done with them, period. End of sentence. Like, okay, I'm going to think one of the narcissists. Every person that's involved with them, every single one, I don't give a shit if it's a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a coworker, a friend, a girlfriend, a boyfriend. I don't give a shit. I will not interact with them at all, ever, period, end of sentence. That goes the same with family members. I'm dead serious. I can't tell you how many decades I got suckered in by another relative, another uncle, another this, another. It was the same damn thing. They act like, oh, I'm so understanding. Oh yeah, Michael. Oh yeah, and then boom, they lowered the bomb. As I look back, there was this uncle that I didn't really know that well. I saw him when I was a little kid, then we moved away for many years, and then all of a sudden out of the blue, my mom's like, oh yeah, Uncle so-and-so wants to see you. I'm like, really? Why? About what? Oh, about your business. He wants to give you tips and advice and just talk to you, and he wants to take you out to lunch. I was like, oh wow, it made me feel special. That's the false love bombing. And he did. He took me out to lunch, and I forget what we got, but on the way back, out of nowhere, and I mean out of nowhere, boom, he just starts screaming at me at the top of his lungs, you can't do this, you're not allowed to do this, you can't, blah, 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 and just screaming at me like, whoa, what's going on here? I went back and told my mom, and she just laughed. And I remember, like, it's weird, but she would always do that. She would laugh at, like, when something really bad would happen to me. And I'm like, what the hell? Well, now that I know what narcissist abuse is, as I look back, I was like, oh, That whole thing was a setup. So let's say I bump into that uncle at a store. I would immediately tell him to fuck off and get the fuck away. God has told me you are not to deal with demons. You are not to hang out with them at all. Period. End of sentence. Now the reason why I'm being so intense right now is to give you the savagery, the coldness. It literally has to be that. I'm telling you right now, there are people in high school that would walk up to me in the store. I would be like, hey dude, get the fuck away from me right now. I'm not fucking with you. Let me tell you something. It has eliminated all the love bombing setups and then boom, dropping the bomb on me, ripping my heart and soul out. Once someone pulls this bullshit on me, once I start seeing like, they're just suckering me in again. There's someone recently that did this a couple times where they were nice to me and then they got mad at me for literally like, what the hell are you doing? Like, we didn't even talk. I'll never talk to that person again. And I mean, boom, done. And then I go back to smiling. I go back to happiness. See, that's the whole point. You get to be smiley, you get to be happy, you get to enjoy fun with your friends, you get to laugh. See, a lot of you got put into this phase of you were just like, well, I have to gray rock everyone for the rest of my life. I have to be in a sullen mood, can't express happiness, can't express excitement or joy. Because what happens every time you express the happiness, excitement, and joy, the narcissists hurt you. They would yell at you. They would sting you. They would catch you off guard. Because it was all manipulation. Like that thing with my uncle. That was his whole goal, was to sucker me in, to get me to open up. Hey, let me pay for dinner or lunch. Hey, Michael, you're doing great. That's wonderful. Yeah, rah, 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 rah. And then 45 minutes later, literally, like I'm driving, nothing happened. He just, boom, started screaming at the top of his lungs. Because he wanted to catch me off guard. He wanted to sting me. He wanted to hurt me emotionally. Fuck him. Before, no matter how many times I got hurt, like this person, it was like within a period of a year or two, a couple of years, like every time I saw him, oh, hey, he did the love bombing, and I'd feel, oh, he's being nice to me now, he likes me now, and then boom, he talks shit, he would treat me like shit, he would say, oh, you're guilty of this, or you're a bad person, or you're a sinner, or all this bullshit. Now that I realize that a lot of Christians use the Bible to hurt people, to do satanic things such as, did you know that if someone shames you, that's satanic? Look into the Bible in the book of Genesis, chapter 3, where the serpent tricks them and then shames them for being naked. Whereas in chapter 2, Genesis, the very last verse, I believe it's verse 25, it says they were in the garden with God, Garden of Eden, they were naked and they were not ashamed. So they hung out with God naked all the time. They were never ashamed. That's the trick. The serpent wants to make you feel guilty and wants to shame you. Anyone who's doing that or any kind of fear tactic, they are satanic. They are under control of Satan. Once I realize, oh, I get it, God is loving, the demon or Satan is not. Everything became crystal clear. God is of love, Satan's of guilt, fear, shame, and all that negative stuff. If it's negative, I guarantee you that person is not coming from a godly perspective. They are not coming from God, and they are not coming from their heart. They are evil. I can't tell you how much my life has been simplified. The minute people play games with me, I'm done with them. I am just I'm done. These people do not change. I am in the change business. That's what I do professionally, and I am damn good at it. And let me tell you something. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes commitment. And it takes someone like me who's damn good at it. And you think these people that are going around hurting people, gaslighting, manipulating, using the love bombing technique, then stinging your heart, ripping your soul out, you think these people are going to change because you're being nice to them? Seriously, get real. They're just going to suck you in with the love bombing. They're going to be kind. They're going to be nice. They're going to smile this great big, oh my God, like, oh, I love you. You're so special. And then once you open up, bam, they're going to lower the bomb. They do it each and every single time, and they will do it to you for the rest of your life. Walk away, walk away, walk away. Be done with them. Be surgical. Be cold. Be blunt. Be savage. Done. It'll make you feel so much better about yourself. Your self-esteem will go up. It's a really weird thing, because once you finally do cut them off, you feel something you've never felt before. You feel good about yourself. One of the things a lot of empaths have a hard time doing is, oh, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Really? Let me tell you what. Let's say I've got a big 40-06. It's a big rifle. It's a big weapon. And a 500-pound lion charges me at 100 yards away. Boom! I'm shooting them immediately, because they're fast. They can run. I think it's 40 miles an hour. They are freaking fast. They will be on top of you in 2.2 seconds, and I'm not kidding. The minute I realize someone is a narcissist, I'm done. And I mean, I'm done. Like I just got rid of someone about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I was like, oh, they're a narcissist. The minute I realize it, done. God and the Bible literally tell you, you are not supposed to deal with these people. You're not supposed to hang out with them. You're not supposed to interact with them. You're not supposed to have conversation. I mean, this is very biblical. And it's very clear. See, once I realized all this stuff, like, you can't reason with them. There's no reasoning. They're not, they're predators. That's what they are. That's what they do. It's like a bird flies and a fish swims. It's not like all of a sudden you're going to tell a fish, hey, just come up here and walk on land and breathe air. It's like they're going to be like, dude, I'm going to die. In other words, they do what they do. Accept it. And then block them out of your life. Oh, but Mike, it's been 5 years or 10 years and, they want me to come back and say hello. Yeah, so they can rip your heart out. It really is that simple. Once you realize someone is demeaning you, belittling you, or a narcissist, okay, or hurting you or whatever, you're done with them. I promise you, your life will get so much simpler, easier, happier, funner, lighter. It's like things just go better. Another narcissist comes into your life, and once you realize it, it's like pulling weeds. Like, oh, they gotta go too. Bye. So I know a lot of you don't want to make people uncomfortable. No, you make them uncomfortable. And what you're going to realize, like, oh, that's the secret. Yes, that's the secret. You look at them like you couldn't care about them. Here's nothing. Just ignore them. Walk by them. If they sit there and try to talk to you, just like keep going. Just like, whatever, dude. I'm not here to be nice to people that are going to be mean to me. Period. End of sentence. Be cold, get a cold shoulder, and have fun with it. Remember, that doesn't mean you gotta live like that. No, it's just when you're dealing with them, like, nope, I'm not talking to you. Bye. You are absolutely sending the message like, no, I'm not dealing with you. Bye. And then when you meet your friends that are good to you, that treat you well, you open up and hey, and you start to smile and life becomes great. In all sincerity, it really becomes easy. It really becomes simple. That's the word I meant. It's just like you're cold, you're savage, you're surgical, you're done. And once you're done with your job, meaning getting rid of the narcissist, move on to the rest of your life. At that point, it literally becomes like picking weeds. It really does. You just got to pick some weeds once in a while. You want to be happy again? Cut them all out of your life. Get comfortable cutting people out of your life. Get comfortable blocking them and get comfortable just hanging up the phone. Don't explain yourself. Don't say here's why. Just hang it up. Eventually, they'll catch on. They'll get it. And if they don't, so what? Just keep giving them the cold shoulder. Just keep cutting them off. Period. End of sentence. And the number one benefit, your self-esteem goes up because you're protecting your inner child, your inner self. Alright, that's it guys. Hey, this is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. Please click subscribe, click the like button, go ahead and make a comment. And as usual, if you want to go ahead and make a donation, there's a PayPal link right there in the description box. God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.